previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Hello gamers,
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put
welcome
some
back
coffee on.
to
It'll warm you
part
up.
4 of my playthrough of Alan Wake Remastered. Right, switch on coffee machine. Hang on, let's see what she's up to.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Right, the kitchen's in here, innit? I'm sure I've seen it in here. Yep. There it is.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need
Oh,
it if I'm
look
gonna
at the
finish
weather.
this by tomorrow.
Go this way.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Why? What happened last night? Yeah.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Huh?
I'm
What?
right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
In a minute. Yeah, well. Fuse box. Where did I see it?
I really don't like this, Alan.
Well,
Please
just
hurry.
hang on, man. There it is.
Alan! I really need those lights
Honey,
on.
it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No.
Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
How do you expect?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the
hope
image
so.
of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Wish I could take that map, then it might be a lot easier.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake?
No.
It doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Yeah, well, we'll go and see what she's after.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver.
Listen.
Everything seems to be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complacent and being wet. The bulbs will need changes, and you can't change
Listen.
it in the dark. I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now. Very good.
How many people's missing in this town?
On to remind you, just in case.
Dear me. Good.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Who's that? I mind that.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he'd quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
Deputies, they won't
In a minute. When I come back, I'm in a hurry in a minute.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
What a radio odd.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep.
Left.
Just...
Now what's that doing in here? Right. Kick that down. Get out, demolish it. What's this?
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers. The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Oh, so she's been kidnapped for some reason. Well, I'll go back this way. I've gone in, back in, I suppose. Oh, he's fell asleep, huh?
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Strange. There you are. Hello, he's asleep now, isn't he?
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage
Sound
the
in ya?
Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their
What's
recent
this?
and regretful.
Yeah, it's Mulligan
They are
here.
not accountable
I'm
for
at
their
Stuckey
actions,
gas
of
station with
course.
Thornton.
I can
There's
assure
no
you
sign
that
of him.
my staff
Over.
has
Wait.
been
Yeah, this is Thornton.
Thor and Odin
Look,
never
we
caused
located
any trouble
Well,
to
actually-
anyone when they were
It's
still
here.
living at their
That's
farm.
I shot him.
Thornton's, right?
Indeed.
Stuckey was supposed to be
All
driving
we
it at
can
the
do
rehearsal
is
today.
to slow down
Over.
the progress
Give
of
me
their
that.
dementia.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Mulligan here. Looks like someone...
What?
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
A
I'd like
lot.
to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh my!
Take it easy.
That sorted him out.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
Quick.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone.
I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
Your guess good as mine.
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you.
Oh, let him yap on.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand
just...
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Wait there and be quiet. Yeah, me.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Oh, well.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Yeah, you told us.
Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing is... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
I don't know. It's all true. Just stay there, man. Right? Let's be quiet.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Oh, well.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
I'll see if I can find them. Right.
Look, Al,
Oh.
you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, A guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Yeah, well, he's not too happy, but...
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Bless you.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Oh, will you be quiet?
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores,
This
poison
place trying to kill
God
you?
knows what. This is so not
Definitely
worth
tried to
15%
kill me.
commission.
Hey, let's see what's anything over here. This looks like the cabin I was in on the island, but I'll pick them up. Is that door open? No. Well, here I go. Nah, leave lights on for body. Anything over this way? Right, let's go down this way then. Where's the radio mast? Can't even bloody see it. And I'm supposed to be heading that way.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll
He's
be with
still
you
yapping.
every step of the way, Al. Walking the door now.
Uh-oh. I heard something.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Yeah, I don't blame him either. Nothing in here. I cannot drive that. Oh, I can.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Well, might have gotten you some of the way.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Just follow the sea. I could have drove down here. Something's been down this way. What the hell's that? What was it? So that's a visitor centre that way. Let's see if there's anything in there first. The lights on. Radio.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
What, I heard footsteps?
No plan.
Must
Really
be
just
his.
taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than
Keep
that.
the lights on in case I've got to come back in there in a hurry.
Great for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the political. And I'll be one of the 5 times too. Well,
There's a little playground. Whoa. That just went on its own, that swing. Right, get out of there. What the hell's that? Oh, didn't like that. Check this one out. Caravan, but can I get in it? On that side? No, you cannot. Check the cabin out. Kick. Yeah, well. Bloody hell. Somebody smashed this up, hadn't they? I don't suppose the lights will work in this one, no. Not in there. Oh well, not in here. What's that? Tully.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish.
Oh well, let's go.
In Night Springs. Tonight's episode.
Switch it off. Oh.
The Man in the Mirror.
Man in the Mirror. What's that? Oh, the telly. What is that? Nobody's peeked this way. Phone? Can you use it? Didn't think so.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Fallen rock sword. What's that?
This was no head injury.
Shut.
Rusty. Damn.
Rusty, hang on!
Oh, God!
I'm coming!
Please, help me! Anybody? Help me!
I'm coming, where are you?
Help! Help me!
Must be in there.
Can you hear me? Anyone! Please help!
Hello?
What the hell happened to you?
I'm back here.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Right, get the lights on then. My God. Hope it's not a big massive thing.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Right, get in there. It says in here. Oh, what's this? Another manuscript?
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Oh. Where's this fuse box? Must be in there. Locked.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Is it this officer? Oh, what's in there? Ah, gun cabinet. Oh, there it is.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
What's that? Oh, shit.
Rusty!
What's that?
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
I'm gonna have to watch what I'm doing. He's gone.
Hunters need hunting licenses.
Freaking hell, man. Don't know if I'm would harm us, but I'm not taking a chance. It's gone.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Where's the dog gone? Haven't killed the dog as well, have they?
Please don't feed the animals.
Hide in here for a bit.
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park fishing license.
Who is that? Well, I cannot see him. Oh shit.
Obey!
Follow Ranger's instructions.
What? What'd you call him? Oh, not one of these.
Two bears and wolves never approach any other wildlife
Where's he?
than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed
at all times.
Never leave your
Pet unattended.
It is.
Oh, come on.
Natural objects
are historical artifacts from the.
What the? Uh-oh. Huh? Ow. Ow. What the hell? Shoot him! So that's what happens to them, is it? That was Rusty. Nothing I can do about it now. What the? No. What? I take it that's through there. I'll just carry on a bit further.
What? What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Well, if they put a big hole in a bloody wall like that, not going to help them much, is it? Right, where we're going? Still can't see the radio mast. What's that? Yeah, but it's not shown as well. Ah, there's a sign.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Go this way. I'll go a bit further. We'll go down. There's nothing that way. We'll go down then. Bloody crows. Well, I'm going to stick to the path. Yeah, I'm going to. We'll just get to Lover's Peak.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Ah, but there's a cache over here. Sure, it says come in here. There's a yellow mark. Moonshine Cave. Sounds like it's gonna bloody cave in. Flare. I'll keep them flares in case I need them, which I probably will. Not be long, I bet. Right, we'll head on to Lover's Peak. This way. Uh-oh. Shit. Look out! Oh, don't jump, man, dodge! Die, then! Freak's sake, man. Lover's Peak. That must be it there. We'll get there. Uh-oh. Am I going the right way? Yeah. Quit getting that light before they come. I thought this was Lover's Peak. Well, I think we'll leave it there for now. Until next time, ta-da!